Nice. was that Anthony?
No, that was one of my Hulk voices. Yeah. We'll have to see who can do a good Hulk voice.
Yeah.
Because what I like about this is that he actually talks. Like, he's not just saying, like me am Hulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's smart.
Yeah, no. Like,
he's somewhere between Smart Hulk and...
He's kind of like Hulk Ground Zero in this.
There's definitely
There's
echoes
a lot of
that.
vague whispers of Hulk Ground Zero in this.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's not like scientist Smart Hulk, but he's also not...
He's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's not just like a monster.
And not only that, the way in which they take the Hulk out is very reminiscent of Ground Zero.
Agreed.
Which is an episode we did. This isn't our first Hulk episode.
Oh,
not even our second,
means.
guys.
Not even our second.
Yeah.
So it's our third, I guess.
I mean, if you don't count the movie.
But we do. Well,
Yeah, we
so
do.
wait, we did Ground Zero, Planet Hulk. Oh, yeah, and we did the movie,
Ang
but
Lee
that's only
Hulk.
for patrons. Yeah.
That's right. Subscribe to our Patreon to get that episode.
Yeah, do it to
It's
it.
down.
But before we get
Wow,
into...
No banter?
No, before
Yeah,
we get
need
into the
some
banter, we had a
Dude, I'm so
topic
excited.
that...
Bruce Banter.
Ooh. I need to take a hit to that one.
Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah.
This
Bruce
is the
Banter.
last time Anthony will ever smoke weed again.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
He said something along those lines.
Yeah.
Along those lines. It's a phrase. No, so I'm definitely, I just smoked like 3 massive bong rips. I ate an edible. I've been smoking since I got out of work. I'm sufficiently baked right now. But yeah, this will be my last episode for a while where I'm baked. But it won't be the last. By no
Yeah,
means.
For some reason, Anthony seems to think that weed affects fatherhood. And I, as the number one dad, am here to disagree.
The number one dad.
If you say so.
That's great. Well, yeah. So let's get into some Bruce banter.
Okay, yeah. So we have to talk about the news we got about an episode we recently did. Mr. and Mrs. Smith just got renewed.
Oh, yeah.
Second
Nude,
season.
but with a caveat.
With a caveat. Donald Glover and Maya Erskine, right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah. Will not be in this next season. Thus, leading us to believe that they do not survive the season finale of the first season.
Yep.
Which, if that's the case, I'm kind of okay with. Now, I was thinking earlier, what if it's like, okay, they're not in this season, but what if if a third season, maybe there's like a cameo at the end of the second season where it's like, oh shit, they are alive. I don't think that's the case. I think we are led to believe that maybe they died. But
If they're not coming back, yeah, that would be cool if their story was just wrapped.
I mean, yeah, like we were talking about earlier, I think it's kind of cool if they died.
Or it's still open-ended and they reference it somewhere in this season where we still don't know, but they're still not there.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, what if season 2 stars Alexander Skarsgård and ends at the beginning of season 1?
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, like a prequel series. Okay.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
And then, season 3 just takes place someplace after that. Or maybe season 3 is starring Parker Posey.
Ooh, go even further
That's
back.
true. There's a whole bunch of Smiths we can get into.
Young Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Like Young Sheldon, but
Yeah.
I've never seen a single episode, and I don't intend to ever.
No. But recently I was at my sister's house. Some of my younger cousins were there. All my young nieces and nephews were there. And they're talking about how much they love Young Sheldon. I'm like, what? Why do you guys love Young Sheldon?
Dude, Young Sheldon is a phenomenon. I don't understand
Apparently.
It
it.
disgusts me.
What's hilarious, I'm going to butcher it, but my boy Lawton had a joke during the writer's strike. And he was also talking about that train wreck in East Palestine, Ohio. And this woman, he was like, this woman was complaining about the East Palestine train wreck, and she was like, because of the air and water, I don't feel good. He's like, ma'am, there are bigger things to worry about, like the writer's strike. I might not get another season of Young Sheldon.
I'm telling him you just stole his joke.
I didn't. I referenced him before I said it.
I'm just kidding.
No, you are not.
Also, hashtag free East Palestine, Ohio.
Yes.
I totally forgot about that event.
Yeah.
It was a crazy event. People felt it far and wide.
Yeah. It was a big one.
Is that when the crazy chemicals got released?
Yeah.
Yeah, people felt it like in like New York and Pennsylvania too.
Yeah. Well, East Palestine's right
Damn.
beside Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean like the air carried it that
Yeah.
far. Like
Yeah.
some Chernobyl shit.
It's not far. That place is only like 2 hours from Morgantown.
You guys are like this industrial hub of like fuck up, like coal mines, chemical spills. You know what I mean? Like you
That's
guys
what makes
got
us so
all
strong.
yeah, exactly.
we
Yeah.
basically became our own versions of the Hulk through.
Yeah, you pretty much are like irradiated versions of people.
Okay, but before we get into the Hulk, even though that would have been a great time for a transition, who would you guys like to see as Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. You know who crossed my mind is tell me Elizabeth Banks.
As like an older Smith?
What
she
do you
would be
mean?
great.
She's not even that old, is she?
I know she is.
She's definitely. Yeah, I feel like
She's
she.
probably
She's not.
late,
She's not
late
young.
40s, early 50s.
Yeah,
Okay. So like, yeah, I don't know if I'd call that like old. She's not old.
Yeah, well, Jake, I'm just.
we're not calling Elizabeth Banks old. All right,
people.
We're just not calling
I'm
her
tagging
young.
Elizabeth Banks. I'm going to tell her. You guys
Dude, we should make that into a clip of just, but edit it so it just sounds like we're all just being like, Elizabeth Banks is old as fuck. You know?
All right. Well, who do you geniuses have picked out?
Who else
No,
did you have?
she's a good choice.
Who did you have as her husband?
Yeah, who's the
Oh,
duo?
Huh? Who did I have as her husband? I don't know. Maybe what's his name? You like him? He's from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, Jason Segel.
Yeah. Maybe I'm picturing these guys when they were all in their like knocked up days.
Yeah,
Definitely are.
for sure. They're all old.
So they're all older. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. That's
Think
kind of who I
young.
had in mind.
See,
Who
I was.
would you guys go with?
I just had a couple people in my head, and then I lost it
Who?
because I'm high.
Michael Cera?
No.
He's old too.
What? Yeah,
Oh.
but like they don't look old. Like they can play.
A
Like
younger
Zendaya's
person.
like 30. She can still play 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she
Fair.
would be great.
That actually, she wouldn't be bad.
What if Charlie Day?
Nah.
one of them?
I don't know.
You don't like Charlie?
Here, I had a thought.
I'd rather see Mac.
Okay, yeah, like one of the Always Sunny guys. Yeah, okay, Mac. Yeah,
I would do Mac.
See, here's who I'm thinking though, because I'm hoping that just because the series isn't starring them, I'm hoping Donald Glover will still have his hands in it.
He is. He's an executive producer.
So let's get Zazie Beetz as Mrs. Smith.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I like that.
And Lakeith Stanfield as Mr. Smith.
No, we want Stephen Yen.
Stephen Yen, really? That's not bad.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh wait, and they're both in Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
kind of like Lakeith Stanfield better as a Mr. Smith,
No, for sure.
but it doesn't have to be them two.
What about Zazie Beetz paired with Austin Butler?
Whoa.
That's
a
For a
crazy
second, I thought you were
combo.
gonna say Austin Powers, and I was gonna say
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a crazy combination. Austin Butler. Yeah. You're on the big Austin Butler train, huh?
The AB.
The AB train?
Yeah.
Ever since
Fade Routha
Fade
himself.
Routha, came
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Fade Routha is a sick name too.
It is.
What's crazy is I couldn't
good
make
villain
it through Austin Butler's Elvis movie at all. I fucking hated that thing.
I could. I watched all of it. It's hilarious.
I didn't like it at all. I was much more into Sofia Coppola's.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's pretty great.
Sophia Coppola, she's that bitch.
You have that. Ooh, Megalopolis. Did you watch the trailer?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no, I didn't watch it yet.
Damn.
I haven't watched it
Okay.
yet.
Well, then, let's move on.
I want to move on. I fucking want to talk about this comic, Immortal Hulk.
Dude, you guys first you bag on me for immediating talking about it. Now you're just bagging on everyone for taking too long.
I'm flip flopping.
Yeah,
flip-flopping
dude, you're
dude.
high as fuck.
Yeah.
You're being awfully quiet, Anthony.
Yeah.
Because I'm saving my energy for the Hulk
You're
banter.
gonna Hulk out?
Maybe.
Oh shit.
Okay. So
I've been known to.
Well, I guess welcome to Comics and Chronic. I'm one of your hosts, Cody Cannon, and joined as always, I'm with JKFH and Anthony Iannaccio. I guess
Cody,
why do you sound so disappointed about that last one?
No, I'm just.
That's not an answer to the question.
I'm
Was it a
never
question?
disappointed with you, buddy.
Yeah, Anthony,
I'm never disappointed in you.
going down a weird.
I'm
path.
disappointed
I think-
in you, but not with you.
Oh, is the prospect of fatherhood getting to you? Is it scaring you?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Oh,
That's the green door you're going to walk through. It's called fatherhood.
I'm walking through it.
Ooh.
That's when it unlocks.
Yeah.
That's what's on
All
the
hell
other side.
breaks
Oh
loose.
shit! Yeah, you would be a good Bruce Banner. I would cast you in like a Bruce Banner role.
Of the three of us, the best Bruce Banner for sure.
You're the Bruce Banner. Yeah,
I'll take Bruce Banner. Sure, I like the Hulk. I like old Brucey.
old Brucey Boo,
Double B.
Brucey Banter.
Brucey Banter. So this comic is bananas.
What is this comic? We haven't even introduced it.
Oh shit, we're talking Immortal Hulk, baby.
There we go.
By Al Ewing and who's the artist?
Joe Bennett.
Joe Bennett.
Crazy comic.
Crazy comic.
One of the best comics ever made.
I agree. Anthony, you got me on this comic specifically. I would not have read it, but you were like, read Hulk, Immortal Hulk. And I was like, all right. And I read the first volume.
Wasn't it around when we were doing Ground Zero?
I think it's when we were doing Ground Zero. Because you were like, if you like Ground Zero, then you'll like Immortal Hulk. And sure
When did
enough.
this comic come out? 2022.
I thought it was like 2021, 20.
No. I mean, you told me to read this when we were recording, around when we were recording Ground Zero.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, Immortal Hulk came out in
2018?
2018. Yeah, this was a 2018. I remember getting this as it was coming out weekly.
I read it last year when you told me to, or the year before.
1 year.
It's so good. I always recommend this comic.
It's great.
Everyone listening needs to read this comic
fucking
if they
great.
haven't.
It's awesome. It's bananas. It's like the least Marvel comic I've read from, you know what I mean? Like that
I
takes
agree.
place with a major,
What do you mean?
like that takes
It's pretty
place.
hardcore.
Yeah, it's hyper violent
Oh, for sure.
in a way that like not even like. I mean, I guess the only characters that might come close all have Max series. This is maybe the most hyper violent like mainstream series. It's crazy.
Zany out the gate.
Zany out the gate.
Zany out the brakes.
Definitely zany out the brakes.
Yeah, zany out the brakes for this one for sure.
Also, like, I don't know if it's these first 10 issues. By the way, dear commies, we are covering volumes 1, right? Or
One and two.
The first 10 issues.
Yeah, we will be doing the whole omnibusy of the Immortal Hulk.
Yeah, you're getting the omnibusy from us for the next month,
Dude,
motherfuckers.
omnibusy out the brakes.
Yeah, yeah, you're getting so much omnibusy, you're not going to be sure what to do with it.
You're going to be drenched in omnibusy.
It's a pretty big omnibus.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Your hands are going to be hurting when you're done.
You're
reading this.
gonna be,
I mean,
Your
honestly,
eyes are gonna be
I've been
tearing.
carrying this to work and back when it's slow. The omnibus is fucking massive. It's going to fuck my back up if I'm not careful.
Probably.
Or it's going to make you stronger.
Yeah, this is like when people like run with rocks, giant stones
Exactly,
and stuff. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
running with
We
the
run
Hulk
with
omnibus.
Yeah, no, this is just a great comic through and through. I was gonna say, I don't know if it happens in these first 2 volumes, but like the way he hulks out in this comic in total is like so brutal looking.
Yeah,
But there's
Yeah.
one specifically where like Bruce is like throwing up, and it looks like he's like dry heaving, and then like you see Hulk's green arm just like shoot out of his throat. And the way he like hulks out in this comic, he's almost like tearing himself out of Bruce Banner.
oh, dude, this
Yeah.
And it
comic
looks
is
painful.
this
as
is like
fuck.
the most
Yeah.
body horror Marvel comic I've ever seen. This is
crazy amounts of
crazy.
body horror, like gore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, you see like rib cages and intestines all the time, especially like when Hulk
Constantly.
gets like blasted with like something, you know?
yeah.
Which is not something you normally get in Hulk, right?
Yeah.
This is the Devil Hulk. This is a not completely different, but the Hulk has different powers in this. Like he only comes
He
out
can
at night.
smell if you lie.
Apparently he's like Lion Cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is like the lying cat. Exactly.
Yeah, I would have never expected that out of Hulk.
Yeah, he could absorb gamma now.
Yeah.
Like he's just a more powerful version of himself, and that's because he came back from the dead. The green door opened, he stepped through.
Bruce Banner dies.
He dies. So if you listen to our Green Lantern episode, we talk about Sinestro Corps War. That has a lot of lore that you need to kind of understand the story. I feel like you don't need the Hulk lore for this. The Hulk lore, if you know Hulk lore, it enhances it for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not, you could jump into this as your first Hulk comic and I think still enjoy it for the craziness that it is.
Absolutely. I agree.
I
Also,
completely agree as well.
I'm a Hulk fan. I've read the first 10 OG Hulks back when they sold them in those silver books. You know what I'm talking about, Anthony?
Yeah.
I had that. It was for the Incredible Hulk, and this is when he started off gray before they changed him to green. And dude, the first 6 issues, he only hulks out at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the OG Hulk.
Yeah, the OG Hulk was at night. It wasn't when he got angry. So I like that. They kind of brought that element back to this.
Yeah, it's a really cool element.
Yeah.
Not only that, but if Bruce Banner dies during the day, he stays dead until night.
Yeah.
And then the Hulk comes out, and then Bruce Banner comes back to life.
Comes back to life, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So cool.
So wait, so it's not important. They give you a little glimpse of it if you have the omnibus, but not even the full issue. So there was Civil War 2. It was really bad. I don't recommend reading it.
Can you give us a quick, the briefest of synopses? Because I know it happened, but I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I knew it was bad too.
I didn't even know they did a Civil War 2 until you just said it.
Yeah, so it's kind of I guess there's an Inhuman. This is when they were trying to make Inhumans a thing because they lost the rights to the mutants. And there's a mutant who, I think his name is Ulysses, and his power is that it's kind of like Minority Report. He can predict the future, but the predictions aren't necessarily accurate, but it's Captain Marvel versus Iron Man in this situation. And Captain Marvel's on the side of whatever he's predicting we should listen to and follow what he says.
Captain Marvel's kind of the fascist.
Yeah, exactly. It's really dumb all around. I don't even think she's a fascist. They just made her one for the sake of this stupid thing. But within this event, stupid things happen. And one of the stupidest things is that they're just oh no, we got to go fuck with Bruce Banner for some reason. We think he's going to Hulk out and kill everybody. There's a vision of the Hulk, with Captain America, dead in his hand and Iron Man dead, and just he fucked up the Avengers. So they're we got to preemptively do something about this. So they go to confront Bruce Banner, and he's no, guys, I've had the Hulk under control for a while now. I've been, experimenting with this new injection, but it's keeping me cool. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. And they're things are getting tense, and then he gets shot in the head with an arrow by Hawkeye, and it kills him. Because you then find out it's Bruce Banner told Hawkeye to do this in case things went south at any point. It's a special arrow that Bruce Banner made.
Yeah.
But obviously that's dumb. It's really dumb.
And
who wants that to be?
That sounds convoluted as fuck.
Yeah, and why take Bruce Banner off the board? So there was a really cool event that Al Ewing wrote with Mark Waid and a couple other people. It's called Avengers No Surrender. And in that, it's this dude, what's this dude's name? He's one of the collector guys. It's the collector and one of his brothers or something like that. Anyway, and they do this thing where they take all the Avengers and one of the guys resurrects the Hulk, and that's how the Hulk comes back. But he wasn't supposed to do that. And that Al Ewing's the writer for that, one of the writers for that, right? So now you have Immortal Hulk. He comes back, and now in this series, it's following that. You don't need to know all of that.
I almost wish I didn't know any of that.
I know. It's not even,
it adds
it's not even
nothing.
necessary.
It sounds so bad.
It sounds bad.
You don't need it at all. But that's what happens right before.
I do appreciate that you told it, but now that you told me, I was cool.
Yeah. Now you don't have to read
Now
it.
I don't.
That's hopefully that suffices.
Yeah.
No, this comic is sick. Straight. It's so fucking cool. I already I loved the Hulk. So the fact that he got this new modern take on him is fucking sweet.
Modern and retro at the same time.
Facts.
Yeah.
Also, I learned a bunch of new shit. I didn't know. I think I had heard of Sasquatch. I was more familiar with Wendigo, but I didn't know that there was this dude Sasquatch who would.
Yeah, he's cool as hell too.
Yeah, he was. A cool
he's part
character.
of Alpha Flight.
Yeah, Alpha Flight. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool. They
Marvel.
they expand the Hulk, like they get you into a lot of Hulk lore that you might not know without being like a hardcore fan, but they do it in a casual way. It doesn't feel like laborious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Also, I don't think you need to know who Sasquatch is either, because I think they kind of made that his new origin in this comic.
Yeah, and they go over it very briefly. They're like, hey, boom, this is
Exactly.
this guy from Bruce Banner's past. It doesn't even take a full page. You're like, oh, sweet, cool, got it.
So you know exactly what's
Yeah, you
happening.
know exactly what's going on. And even like, dude, seeing Absorbing Man was cool as shit, and they make him like almost like his Red Hulk version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was sick.
Dude, all of the villains, because these first two volumes are kind of just, the first issue is this woman trying to track Hulk because he killed her parents.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
for the first several issues, it's kind of taken from her perspective while she's traveling the country trying to like find out what's going on with the Hulk, basically.
Yeah.
And it was really cool and really well done.
The story is great. I like that like the Hulk is trying to track down these like radiated, at least in the first like 3-4, he's tracking down those radiated people in different like little towns.
Yeah, it's like one Hulk villain. He takes them down one at a time.
Like one by one, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like hunting down these like other like people have gamma shit in them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
It's such a cool story because Hulk has all these characters, and whether or not you know them, there's just so many, and like there more pop up, and like if you look them up, you're like, oh yeah, this is a guy from the 80s, this is a guy from the 90s. Like, so there's the guy that shoots shit out of his fingers. That's one of the guys he takes down.
Yeah, that issue was really cool because it's told it as an interview.
Yeah, and there's different art for each person telling their story.
Yeah, that was
Right.
very cool.
Yeah. Although one of the things I love about this comic, except for a few issues here and there, the art is consistently the same artist, Joe Bennett.
You don't get that a lot with Marvel or DC. Really.
And the cover artist is Alex Ross for every single issue.
AR-15, bro.
AR-15.
Sorry, I don't know what I said. I'm sure
Some of the most beautiful covers of any Hulk series or any Marvel series. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to buy every issue, because every cover is just really nice.
And if you put Alex Ross on it, you already know it's hot fire.
Fuego.
Yeah,
Fuego. Pure fuego.
for sure. Who was your favorite of the early villains that he fights? Who was in the first issue? It wasn't
First
the shooter.
issue is just that radiated dad that experimented on his son.
No, that's like issue number
That's
2.
the second issue.
Oh, first issue, he takes out the meth dudes. Remember, there's that guy
Yeah.
at
Oh,
the gas
yeah.
station who
Yeah.
accidentally kills that little girl.
Yeah.
It's like
God,
Hulk
that was
literally
cool.
goes to like their meth den in like some Breaking Bad
Yeah,
type
and
shit.
kills them all.
And kills
Brutalizes
them.
them.
Yeah, like fucks them up.
Yep.
Dude, and that's the best part. Is actually that's how issue 1 ends. The guy's like, the meth dude is like, I didn't, I wasn't gonna do it. And then Hulk's like, I can always smell a liar. And then like that's how it
Yeah.
ends with like his big Hulk face, and he's like smiling.
Yeah.
Like,
You always get these close-ups of his creepy face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he's
make,
always smiling.
They make
He
the
looks
Hulk
savage
almost
as fuck.
villainous in this. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, he's the Devil Hulk, as we come to find.
Yeah.
That's his new persona.
Oh, see, I haven't gotten that far yet, I don't think.
Yes, you did. We read the same number of issues.
they don't say that yet. They haven't called
Yes, they
him
do.
They
He
haven't,
says
no,
Devil Hulk.
he, no,
Yes,
he
they
said
do.
there's something in me, but they don't know. Like
I only read these 10 issues. I've read this before, but I'm telling you, in this one,
Dude, I
Devil
thought
Hulk,
maybe they just
say
call
it.
him like an expression like he's the Devil Hulk. I didn't know like they meant like it's actually like from that event. that
Yeah.
he becomes Devil Hulk.
Yeah,
It's not that he becomes, that's just what he is now. Like, he's this darker Hulk.
but they also.
But he's still very much Hulk too.
But like, there's also like a
Yeah,
part
for
of
sure.
him. There's a time, like through where I'm at now. You still see his dad. You think his dad has a lot to do with it? Like, I don't know that they've been like, oh, this is Devil Hulk. But maybe I'm crazy.
They definitely said in these first 10 issues.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Maybe well,
You
I
are.
mean, that's yeah.
Hey,
If that's,
wouldn't
if that's
use
what's going
that
up against
as-
my
Yeah,
statement.
Hey, Cody, I was all on your side until you used that. I was like,
All right, so Bruce Banner, so we got that radiated guy. That was my favorite dude. Where we find out his son is buried. There's radiation coming out of it and killing people, anyone who visits the grave.
Yeah.
But this dude's living in a cave somewhere. He's super irradiated, And Hulk makes sure that dude just lives
He
the most
buries
miserable
him
existence.
alive.
Buries
In
him
the
the fuck
mountain.
alive. Holy crap.
Yeah.
But
That's
wasn't
very-
isn't he like also, he's like the skeleton, right? That everyone thinks is a ghost?
No, that's his son. Or
no,
yeah.
because his son was the body.
Yeah, at the very last page, you see his son in the grave, like kind
His
of
son is
frozen and
but it's still
irradiated.
irradiated. Whereas like
Yeah.
he's just kind of like ghoulish looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they end up busting him out and keeping him in like a test tube.
Yeah, you're right. The military gets him out.
General 14.
Yeah.
I read it as 14.
I think Anthony's right.
I don't give a shit. Fuck that guy.
14.
Yeah, Anthony's right. It's 14.
14.
General 14.
Well, whatever. He
does fucked up shit.
Dude, one of the coolest parts is when they actually like capture Hulk
Yep.
and they cut him up into like different, like they cut up his body parts, and separate them in different jars and tanks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I like the page where like Hulk's big head is like smiling and the scientist is like, what are you smiling at? And then like his hand in the other jar like snaps and it busts the glass
Yeah, he
out.
reforms.
And he like comes back together.
But then he absorbs that guy in the most
Yeah.
horrible way possible.
almost
you
like
see his
the
like
thing.
hand coming out.
It was like the thing,
Yeah, it was very much like the thing.
Yeah, dude.
Cronenberg-esque for
Dude,
sure.
He
yeah.
didn't even like smash him or eat him. He fucking like just absorbed him into his body. He's like, "Ugh." And I was like, dude, like that's it.
But what I loved right before that, the guy's like talking shit, and then he's like, wait a minute. You could reform this whole time? He's like, that means you just waited for us to figure out what your limits were so you would know
So he-
too. And then that's when he
exactly.
smiles.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's a great part. Yeah, he let them experiment on it. So he's like, fuck it, what can I do?
And then we skipped over one of the coolest parts where how does he get to that point? The Avengers go to take him out.
Yeah,
He has a standoff with the Avengers and beats
He
their
fucks
asses.
them up, bro.
yeah, there's not a single
Hardcore.
one of them stands
Nah,
a
yeah,
chance.
he bitch slaps.
He gives Thor a concussion.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was crazy though? I mean, like, I guess this comic is kind of edgelordy. I thought like Iron Man willing to nuke like a small town was a little edgy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it edgelord, but like, yeah,
it was
they are
teetering the edgelord sphere.
For sure. Iron Man, I mean, I like that. I kind of like when Iron Man's almost a villain. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's just
willing
like
to do
everyone on the team
whatever.
was like, no, don't do it. Don't use that weapon. He's like, fuck it. Nope, we got to do it. Like he kept pushing
Yeah,
to
he's
pretty
like,
much like
it's either
blast.
us dead the next
hey,
day
man,
or,
but he got Hulk down.
yeah.
True, he did.
Yeah.
But Hulk does fuck them
Yeah,
all
Hulk
up.
fucks them up. Bitch slaps them.
And keep on reading because there's a round 2.
Nice.
I like when Hulk is like
beating
worthy
the
of,
Avengers
like,
ass.
yeah, beating the Avengers. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's
Dude.
cool.
Yeah, because I mean, I like that Hulk. Like, I don't think that in Ragnarok, how I mean, Hulk wins.
That is not the Hulk who can beat
No.
the entire Avengers team.
no.
Yeah, no. But this Hulk especially is even stronger than normal.
Yeah.
True. I'll be honest.
Even
though,
Thor says it.
You know who could beat MCU Avengers team Hulk? Ang Lee, bro.
Oh yeah, I think we talked
I think
about
Ang
that.
Lee's Hulk would fuck up the MCU Avengers.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Ang Lee's Hulk is the closest we've had to this Hulk, I think.
to this level,
Probably.
of strength. Yeah.
Or even in terms of like, I don't know, a big part of the Hulk is his dad.
Facts.
And like we're getting that the devil that the one below all. That's the big bad of Immortal Hulk.
Yeah, he's
The
like
one below all.
in the issue I'm reading, which is a little bit past where we end, so I'm not going to talk about it actually. But
It takes the form of his dad.
yes,
But the way he comes through is through Sasquatch at first.
through gamma radiation.
That's how this all
Yeah,
started.
through gamma radiation. Now that the green door is open, he can like travel to.
It was a
anyone.
crack in the green door.
Yes.
He
He
says.
pushed it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got into Sasquatch, and then when Hulk absorbed Sasquatch, which was crazy.
The devil got in him.
That's cool. When he just like that's the way he like ends the fight is he just absorbed all his radiation and he's no longer Sasquatch. He's just like a normal. What's his real name again?
God, I just read.
Langstrom.
Yeah,
Langstrom. Isn't that the Man Bat?
It is.
It is,
isn't it?
actually.
Am I making it up?
Might be both. Oh, I wonder if one of them is a analog for the other.
Oh, Walter Lankowski.
yes,
Langstrom is Man Bat though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Lankowski.
yeah, but that was really cool though when Walter, because Sasquatch is straight murdering people.
Yep.
He murders those cops.
The hospital. He kills everyone in that hospital.
Yeah. Dude, that was crazy. Hotshot was crazy.
Hotshot, that was the guy's name I couldn't think of.
Which one is Hotshot?
He was the dude that shot gamma rays or whatever.
It was the issue where each page was different art.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then you find that his girlfriend's head was turned all the way around.
Yeah.
They didn't say the girl's name, but one of the other characters is like, "Oh, he was hanging out with that other girl. What's her name?" And when I was like, "Why aren't they mentioning her name?" And when I looked it up, apparently her name is Jailbait.
Oh God.
She's her and this other guy. What's his name? Why can't I remember his name? You literally just said it. Hotshot. The leader gave them gamma powers. That's why they're gamma people. So there's plenty of. I don't know all the Hulk lore. I just know that a lot of it interacts with this story, but you don't need to know it. You don't need to know any of what I just said about those characters to like enjoy this story, but they're there.
I mean, no, I agree. It's the same with like Hulk Ground Zero. Like when I first read it, I didn't know who the leader or Half-Life or any of these floating rock people were. He fights doesn't he fight in Ground Zero? He fights the Bullman. Man-Bull, yeah.
Yeah, Man-Bull in Ground Zero.
No, this comic delivers heavily on story and art.
Yeah, the art is insane.
I like the way the Avengers take him out with a huge fucking laser.
Yeah,
it was like a WMD status.
It was more like the alien weapon from
Gears of War.
I was gonna say, more like that. But I was gonna say Independence Day.
It was like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Though that weapon in Gears of War was always sick.
Yeah.
Those first few games were not bad.
I played them.
I liked them.
I didn't hate them. They weren't enough for me. I didn't like them enough to buy them, but I enjoyed playing them at my friend's house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I bought the first two and that was it.
But
I like the way he takes out She-Hulk.
Oh, he beat.
It's less of a fight and more of like a psychological.
Yeah, he gets in her head.
It's weird that She-Hulk was like the classic dumb Hulk.
Well, in the storyline, that's another thing that happens in Civil War too. Thanos like fucks up She-Hulk so much that like she's like knocked out, and when she's like recovers, like her Hulk powers are fucked, and like she's like more like that Hulk that like
the OG
she
Hulk.
Can't control it. She's not like the same kind of She-Hulk at this point.
Okay, yeah, because she was like all ugly. She wasn't even like hot Hulk, you know.
Oh yeah, the way they draw her in this too is like horrifying.
Yeah,
yeah. She kind of looked just like Hulk with hair.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cody's face just now. Like, anybody else see that?
She wasn't like attractive and fit.
No, she wasn't. Yeah.
The Shield,
which was great. I love that. And she was just more like the horrifying monster Hulk.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much more of that as the story goes on. I love it.
Oh, I know. I remember like certain characters.
Dude, don't even.
You just like they're just like horrific. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything specific. I'm just saying like
there's characters that you know and you see like this, comics version of them. You're just like, gee, I dig it.
Dude, Absorbing Man was insane. The way he split in half.
Dude, that was nuts. That was also very like The Thing-esque,
Yes.
Oh yeah, very much like
so much like The Thing, yeah.
Dude.
He gets upgraded with Red Hulk powers.
Yeah.
I liked him. I liked him because he wasn't even like villainous.
No.
Like he was legit like in prison doing his time peacefully.
And the government, General Fortian,
was like, hey, we know you want another fight. Crack at the Hulk.
Yeah. Another thing was like they tell him like his wife, well, maybe they don't know it's his wife, but Titania is another villain. That's his wife. And they're like, oh, she's in the other room. She's selling you out. And
who we saw in She-Hulk, the TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was in that. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Much different Titania, it seems like.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Very, very different.
For sure. Nice. So I honestly hope Marvel never makes this into a movie property. I hope it doesn't happen.
Unless they did it right.
I feel like, first of all, we got, okay, I'll say this. We got a good Hulk in the Avengers. Really cool Hulk the way he is in the MCU. But like, as the movies go on and we got like a smart Hulk, it was kind of dumb. But even so, whatever, we've never gotten like his story at all in the MCU. Like, yes, we got that first Hulk movie, but every other time, like, it's not important like
hints.
that. We get hints,
says
but, like,
like
it's-
the accident or things like that.
Right, exactly. But like in this story, like it's so important what happens to the Hulk, like how he has anger issues, how like so his dad
Was abusive.
he was abusive. They briefly touch on this, but what Bruce Banner killed his dad.
Yeah.
And Bruce Banner's dad killed his mom.
Yeah.
He has a fucked up family history.
Super fucked up.
So it makes perfect sense that his dad is the embodiment of the devil, because he fucking is. His dad's Chris Benoit a little bit. This is what it sounds like.
God. Oh shit.
If your dad was Chris Benoit, you'd become the Hulk, I bet.
That's if he didn't kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, Chris
my
Benoit
dad was
successfully
Chris-
murdered his whole family.
Yeah, he
right.
got them all. There was no Hulk that got away.
Exactly. Yeah, he made sure of that.
Yeah.
He closed the green door.
In that sense,
Damn.
oh, that's
He's like,
so.
"You're stuck with me now." Dude,
I wish I had his theme song to play right there. Like,
I would cast what's his name? Absorbing Man as Chris Benoit.
I thought you were gonna say as Chris Benoit as Bruce Banner, and I was gonna say, yeah,
No. Oh god, yeah.
we can't do that now.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to. I don't want to see unless they wanted to like get somebody to do a more horror take on. I don't want to see Marvel butcher this story because they would do what they've done with all of their property for the last few years and just take select parts of it and make a Marvel movie out of it and then ruin them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then basically not be able to actually use the storyline. Like the only way I would want to see this is if it was something that took place outside of the MCU and some director was given a lot of creative freedom, which will
Guillermo
never
del
happen.
Toro.
Dude, Guillermo would be a great one. I mean, I'm thinking even more horror. You know what I mean?
Ooh, George Romero.
That would be sick too. I mean,
Eli
fucking-
Roth.
Yeah.
Ari Aster.
Dude, I'd take them all.
I just threw out some bomb names at you guys.
No, I'd say no to all of them
Whoa,
because
who
I
would you
think
say?
what make nobody you can't make this into a movie, and I don't think it should be. What makes it cool, what makes it special, is how good of a comic it is and how comic booky it is. Like everything about it is like, again, you don't need all the Hulk lore, but like it's I don't know. Like you said, it was the most Marvel book or something, or not Marvel book, but so much of it is just like, I don't know. I just think like what makes it special is that it's a comic and that like you can't recreate it in a movie. It's too layered with all of the Hulk's backstory.
Yeah. I mean,
The movies could never do that.
no.
A TV show.
But I want
Maybe.
that even less. You know what
I'm perfectly
Yeah,
fine
just-
with this being the only interpretation of Immortal
Yeah,
Hulk.
because it's seriously one of my favorite comics of all time. If we take all 50 issues and count it as like the Immortal Hulk is up there.
I would put it up there for sure.
I mean, I'm only like 15 in, but it's fucking awesome.
I'll put it in my top 20. Immortal Hulk.
Easily.
I'll let you guys know when I get done with it.
How are you feeling so far about it?
Oh, hot fire, dude. This is incredible. It's a superhero horror movie in comic form. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it literally has like, I love satanic shit. I love, you know what I mean? Like,
I kind of know what you're saying. I think like this achieves like only what a comic book can achieve. Like
Yeah, exactly.
no other medium could even get to this. Even if you were to
Like maybe you could do a horror Hulk movie, but it wouldn't be the same thing as what this is.
would
Yeah.
you watch an animated version of this though?
There's just parts we're going to get to where I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that without having years and years and years of history of Hulk? Because you get, I'm not going to spoil it. This is less for the listeners and more just for the fact Cody hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, I've seen it.
I mean, hasn't read it yet.
read it.
But so I'll shut up. I'll shut up for now. But I just think it's completely unadaptable. Like maybe
Oh,
certain parts, but just not.
All right, Alan Moore. Jesus.
well, I did love the episode where Hulk helps Namor
episode.
and Silver Surfer against that alien, and
Oh, that's in the omnibus.
that's not in Jake. Jake hasn't read it.
I was
It's
about to
not in the
say,
main
I don't
series.
have that at all.
It's called The Best Defense.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Tell us about it because I didn't reread it and I
Okay,
totally forgot.
so there's this alien. He's like powered up. Namor is currently the Silver Surfer, isn't he?
Whoa, really?
I don't know.
May-
Wait, Namor has a Silver
I
Surfer?
think
That's
so.
insane.
Wait, no. How did it happen? I don't know. Silver Surfer's like out of power. I can't remember. I read it like
Okay, that
2
makes
weeks
sense.
ago or something like that. Silver Surfer's out of power, fighting this alien thing. Namor's out there because there's a whole planet of Atlanteans. And
Yeah.
this monster's fucking them up, and they somehow get Hulk out there. And Hulk beats the shit out of this monster. Found out the monster got its power from Mephisto. There was like some kind of weird back behind closed doors deal with these weird fucking cats.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds insane.
It's insane. and then but what's cool is at the end Mephisto shows up because like the alien lost, and so Mephisto's like, all right, well now your soul is mine. And before he sends Hulk home, Jake, what are you doing?
I'm rubbing my mustache and listening.
It was
like-
tripping me out.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I was going like this, but I think because of my
The angle. I didn't know what you were.
I was playing with my
I
mustache.
thought you were sending signals.
Yeah. Calling the Illuminati to get Cody.
But anyway, Mephisto does acknowledge, he's like, whatever's in the Hulk right now is more powerful than even I am. But I can send him home.
Mephisto, I hate that motherfucker. He will never be a cool character in my eyes.
I liked him before the whole. I actually did like him before the whole.
I feel about Mephisto how you feel about Moon Knight and the Fantastic Four. I just don't. I don't give a fuck about Mephisto. Every time I hear his name, it just makes me want to kill.
It makes me Oh.
That's good to know.
How do you feel about Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider, I haven't I've read literally I don't know 1 or 2 Ghost Rider. He's cool. I mean, he is cool. He looks cool. I like his powers, but I've never actually read his shit.
Well, Mephisto features heavily in
I know
Ghost
he
Rider,
does,
so
I know
you
he
might not want. That's who made him Ghost Rider, actually.
I'm more of a Blackheart.
Blackheart. Okay, he doesn't pop up too often.
Dude, he was in Marvel Capcom 2, bro.
He was in Rodney Barnes' Falcon Run.
See? Told you.
I
Right.
like.
No, you didn't.
That's so funny. I read a lot of Ghost Rider as a kid, but I haven't read any as an adult. I
Are there
loved Ghost
any
Rider.
good Ghost Rider stories?
I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read a few. I like. There's a newer Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes.
Really?
He has a car. I liked it. They brought him up, and then he was on the Avengers. I think he's still. No, he's not. He comes and goes.
I always like when they show the old Western Ghost Rider on a horse. I think he looks cool as that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. They made new ones.
I know, dude.
Everyone has a million variants
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. There are like a million of each character. How about just come up with something completely new, you fucking losers?
Yeah. Or you don't even have
Oh, no,
to. Or, sorry.
I was gonna say because it just popped up because we're saying Mephisto, but I'm gonna keep forgetting. In this comic, Hulk is smart. He's
Yeah.
not just super strong and brutish. He's smart and articulate, and he figures out that he's possessed.
Yeah.
And when he's fighting Absorbing Man, he's like, who is it? Mephisto? Who's behind it? He's naming people. He's trying to figure out what's happening because Absorbing Man is taking his gamma, and the Hulk's arm is shrinking.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
the
he gets
Hulk
all
gets
skinny,
fucked
mentioned
up.
that.
emaciated looking.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah,
That shit is fucked. Yeah. He's just this loose skin.
because Hulk thinks he's got this fight locked in.
Yeah, he's like
Dude,
absorbing.
he realizes he punches him even, and then he's his hand reduces
Yeah.
just to the bone. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, and he gets his ass beat for a minute. I think the first real time in the series, except for when Stark blasts him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He does. Get
no,
beat,
he
but-
gets his ass beat, but it doesn't matter. You can't beat him.
Yeah.
It's not like he's actually
No,
defeated. He's
for
just knocked
sure.
out for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm just saying that up until getting absolutely nuked and then fighting Absorbing Man, he's nobody even really does anything. Like Sasquatch doesn't really do shit. Sasquatch gets
Nobody
fucked up.
can. Even like
Yeah.
they blast him through, and you can see his like ribs and everything, and he's still like. "Urgh."
Yeah, as long as it's night, he's healing. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
He's like Godzilla -1 strong, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just unstoppable.
For sure.
I like how he rips out Absorbing Man's head and spine, skull and spine, and he uses it how Absorbing Man would use his ball and chain.
Yeah.
And he's talking shit about him, saying, "You're my ball and chain," like that. Like,
Damn, it's a savage.
and then he sees, like, he's like, his body goes running, and then there's that
his body
huge.
keeps saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Or,
Yeah. Oh, because they're fighting at the site of where Hulk was born.
Yeah.
the bomb went off.
Where the
yeah.
gamma bomb went off.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why that's how they open the green door. That's where we end this volume. The green door's
Yeah,
open.
that's issue 10 opens. It's like over, like the test site.
It ends with them
Giant
in
green door
hell.
opens. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally. It's not that it becomes hell. They're in hell
They're in
now.
hell. They've opened the
Because Absorbing Man's body, like soul or something, was in hell while his body was doing freaky shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, his body was possessed because when the Hulk was punching Absorbing Man absorbed
He
the
gave
the
his
possessed
father-
demon in
Yeah.
the same
Oh, yeah,
way
yeah.
that he
Got
took it from
Winkowski.
Sasquatch. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Which is, again, something only the Red Hulk could do, but now they gave it to the Green
I
Hulk,
like that.
the regular Hulk.
Do you guys remember?
Yeah, it's a cool power.
Do you guys remember the '90s Denzel movie where he fights?
talked about.
He's like a cop and he fights a devil, and the demon like passes through touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
We've
know what
talked
I'm
about
talking
this.
Yeah,
It ends with sympathy for the devil. And, like,
Exactly.
everyone's walking in New York City. And, like,
yeah.
What is it called?
I forget. But like
It's
the
one
devil can,
word,
like,
I know
jump
that.
from like person to person.
Fallen?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
It's a great
yeah.
movie.
Great movie. But the devil in this just reminds me of that, but cooler and comic bookier.
Who are we? In
No, what?
Who are we? Oh wait, what were we gonna say, Anthony?
Oh, no. Never mind.
no,
what were you
what?
gonna say?
Who are we in this? It was just a random thought. I don't know if it's even a complete thought. I was just thinking, like, Bruce Banner doesn't need to be a white guy. I feel like Denzel could play a
true.
great Bruce Banner.
A young
He
Denzel
does-
would
or
have
he
been a
could
great
have.
Bruce.
Yeah, if he could
Yeah.
have. Now he's older.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, even though
Or
this
we could
is
have
an
his
older
son.
Bruce Banner, I don't think I would want him to even be Ruffalo.
We could have his son, John David Washington.
I can see John David Washington.
You know
as
what I did
Bruce
like
Banner.
about this comic? Also, when he was Bruce Banner, and like, it's literally in the Sasquatch episode of the comic, where like, what I forget what the reporter's name is, the journalist, you know?
McGee or something like that?
Yeah. This cop is like, "Oh, I heard you're tracking down Bruce Banner." And she's like, "Yeah, if I can ever find him." And then like the cop leaves, and the dude sitting next to her is like, "Well, here's your chance." And it's Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
There were like some
Yeah.
like Jason Bourne espionage elements when he was just regular Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce Banner's he's fighting for survival.
He knew how to lay low. Yeah, stay off the grid.
Yeah.
But he's got that.
I also liked when the Hulk, there would be moments where he's like, you better not, like, he didn't say these words exactly, but like if Bruce Banner was hurt or in trouble, he's like, you fucked with the wrong person. Like, you could do this, and that, but like, you fucked with Bruce Banner. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like the Hulk is an insane monster, but he still is protecting Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
If you're to believe that they're two different entities.
He is. He also like is protecting people. Like he does. Like when Sasquatch goes on a fucking murder spree in the hospital, he does like Hulk out. It's like, stop fucking doing shit. And
Yeah, he is still a hero.
yeah, he's still like they've nailed like the Hulk anti-hero-ness still. It's
Yeah.
a different kind of anti-hero.
Oh, like when he fights the Avengers, you get a glimpse of the family that lives in this house right before Ghost Rider crashes his car into their house. It's like, oh, it's a code green. It means we should have left like 10 minutes ago. It's like, no, let me get my bag. And then the car crashes through. Like, you get these warnings if you live in this world, apparently.
an
where, like,
Amber
if the
Alert.
Hulk,
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like,
like if the Hulk is
like
in
a
town.
siren when there's a hurricane coming or something. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like, that would be a great scene in a movie. Like, if we don't see Hulk, but like, this is how we're getting introduced to him.
Green alert! Green alert!
Because
Yeah.
Hulk isn't like going out to like murder people, but he will like run through your house and maybe he knocks over your grandma, you know?
knocks over your grandma.
Dude,
I feel like there's
if
no
this
way the Hulk could hit an old woman and it'd
her
just be
not
knocked
die.
over.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like a gentle nudge.
knocked over my grandma.
Well, there is a comic where Amadeus Cho says that if the Hulk has never killed anyone because he actually calculates in his head whenever he's doing things so that he doesn't do that. If you choose to believe that, he can knock over your grandma without hurting or killing her, but just knock her over enough that she could get out of his way.
That's ridiculous.
Hey man, it's in the comics.
I don't like a lot of the other people who have been Hulk. Like I don't care.
Well,
I don't really care about the
better
dude
keep
we
reading.
see in hell. I don't really care about Amadeus Cho. I don't know Amadeus. If I'm being honest, I've never read a single Amadeus Cho comic.
oh, the totally awesome Hulk.
Yeah,
Really?
never read it.
Oh, that's what it's called. The Totally Awesome Hulk.
Well, he doesn't start off as a Hulk, but when he becomes the Hulk, his series is called Totally Awesome Hulk.
Yeah, didn't read it. I don't care. I just
You're proud of it. You're like, didn't read it.
I just don't really care. I don't really care about all of the other Hulks.
You don't care about the Bat family. You don't care about the Hulk family. You don't care about family.
Is it that you don't care, or is it that like this is how I feel? Is that like some lore I don't really like? It doesn't add anything for me.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think
I don't know if I feel that way about like the Hulk in particular because I do like the Hulk and all his people, but I know what you mean, Cody. It's like some lore.
well, I mean, I even like Red Hulk and I like She-Hulk, but I don't need Red She-Hulk. I don't need multiple versions of Red Hulk at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, if you don't need them, you're gonna get them anyway.
am I? Are they in this a lot?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Everyone in the Hulk's history is important. Like if you have gamma powers at any point, you're showing up in Immortal Hulk.
facts.
Crazy.
Yep.
Facts. I know what you mean,
And the Hulk has multiple personalities too.
No.
Many of them. You've seen them. You know some of them. Everyone shows up in this story. That's what makes it so. It's just so unique.
oh yeah, you're right. I forgot the end. I can't wait to read the end again.
Dude, I'm excited.
It's definitely a love letter to the Hulk.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I agree.
It is a love letter to the Hulk. And I think it's a love letter to I don't know, man. It's just like so Cronenbergish, so early John Carpenter. Like the way this is done, I would rather see it done with like John Carpenter-esque special effects than with CGI. You know what I mean?
Like practical stuff.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's The Immortal Hulk.
He's
That'd
dead,
be
isn't he?
sick.
No. Wait,
John
no,
Carpenter?
He's
No,
not.
he's
No.
not
Sorry.
dead. He's alive.
I was thinking of
Me and Jake literally saw him at Comic-Con, at New York Comic-Con,
That's crazy.
Did we?
eating a sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think you knew who he was.
That's wild.
John
I
Carpenter.
was like, Cody would be creaming in his pants right
Yeah,
now.
I was thinking of what's his name? Wes Craven.
Wes Craven. Wes Craven, I think, is still alive too, isn't he?
No.
Yeah, why are you killing off all these horror directors, Cody?
Yeah, you're killing off these great people, Cody. I think for that reason, you're like the evil satanic dad in this comic.
I'm the evil Satan. I am.
Yeah.
I mean, as of this episode
David
alone,
Banner.
David Banner.
Robert Banner.
You
I don't
are
know what his
Robert
dad's
Banner.
name is.
David Banner.
David Banner, yeah.
David
we all
Banner.
know how we feel about him being in the Hulk universe. So.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. All for it. Yeah.
Who are we in this? That's a tough.
I mean, I feel like at this point, we're all like Anthony's Bruce or Anthony. I think Anthony's Bruce. Jake, you're Squatch.
I don't think I'm
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. I think I'm the Hulk, honestly.
Oh, two Anthony's Bruce?
Yeah, I don't think I'm Bruce. I think I'm like the Immortal Hulk. Devil.
Jake is the dark side of my personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Although you're wearing green, Cody,
I am wearing green
Just 'cause
specifically
you
for this
wear green,
episode.
that doesn't
and you are immortal.
I am immortal.
I don't think, but you're not evil.
And I'm smarter than I appear.
I'm trying to be as silent as possible.
You know?
I don't know, but let's go with that.
I just wouldn't want to be the irradiated guy that gets trapped under rubble and
I don't
then
think any of us are him.
experimented on.
I don't think
Yeah.
any of us are the crazy scientist. I could see Jake as absorbing man, maybe.
Yeah.
Why?
Jake has absorbing man.
Anthony's bald. He's more like absorbing man.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of the pride thing. How he keeps on getting in trouble because of his pride.
I wouldn't go.
He's like, I gotta finish this fight with the Hulk.
I
It's
don't
one
know if I
last
would
fight.
do that. That's not something I would be like, hey, you know what? I want another fight with the Hulk. That sounds like a
I thought
bad
you
idea.
stood
want
on
my
business. But I
ass
thought you
beat
stood on
another
business.
I don't stand
time.
on that much business.
No, you do. Absorbing man stood on business. So would you, Jake.
He gets ripped in half and opens the door to hell.
That would be me because I'm often possessed by Satan.
That's true.
Ooh, so Anthony is absorbing man.
You're more absorbing man than I am.
Fine. I would take that power.
Anthony's absorbing man because he gets ripped in half and opens the portal to hell.
Could he find like some nugs of weed and absorb that, become nugs of weed himself, and then just pick
Exactly.
weed off
Oh,
himself?
and smoke it?
Would that hurt him?
Yeah.
Like then come back, become a human, human form again, and then smoke.
And then
it.
when
Would
he
that
smokes it,
work?
he turns into weed smoke. Everybody in the room gets high.
See, I was just being selfish, but that's even cooler.
All right, so Anthony's absorbing man.
How about we don't rush to judgment? Let's just see who we are as the story. We have a lot more in this
That's true.
omnibus
Yeah.
to cover.
This could change.
40 issues to go from here.
40. So that means you're getting 3 more episodes and 1 Patreon, baby.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I think we've reached that point, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's that time.
You already know what it is.
Are we getting next easy every couple
well,
volumes?
first we should do every couple volumes, like what we read, and then we should overall, what are we giving it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna be real honest. Right now, I'm giving it a 6.
I'll give it a 5.5.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. It's a 6, baby.
Yeah, this is no doubt a
Satan, I have a question. When I fuck around like that, is that like edging you? When I act like I'm not going to give it a 6, but then I give it a 6, is that like you're the equivalent to edging Satan?
Cody, you've used that joke so many times that I know when to show up.
I have used that joke a lot.
You can't play with Satan.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh, I know.
Are you saying it's tired? Do you think the commies hate that joke, Satan?
Ooh.
I don't give a shit what the commies think. I hate it.
Oh,
Satan.
Damn. Satan's got some hard opinions today.
yeah. Where's your hot Cheetos, Satan?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this what you summoned me for today?
Wait, I have a question. So, much like how Hulk has all these new abilities in this comic, since you've been possessing Anthony for like 3 years straight now, does he have new abilities and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like what? What are some of his new powers?
Well, have you ever been to the Bronx Zoo?
Yeah, I've been to the Bronx
Bronx
too.
Nice. You could go there without having to look on Google Maps.
He can go there without having to look
he
on
just
Google Maps.
drive there like he can't teleport there.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
He just knows how to
He
get
can navigate
instinctually.
himself. That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
from any location though.
Oh, no, just from his house, which is like 10 minutes away.
Say it. I feel like, I know you're the devil, but you really screwed him on that one. Doesn't seem to get that many cool powers.
If that's the coolest, if that's the first power you
Yeah, that
mentioned,
was the first
I hate
power
to hear.
that you thought of. What else can he do?
I feel like Anthony, as a human being, could have just learned the directions to the
No,
Bronx.
apparently it takes the power of the devil himself.
You know how many souls I possess on a daily basis? I can't just give everyone cool powers. I got the short end of the stick.
So this isn't a unique thing. You're actually possessing souls constantly. It's not just because we summon you with the powers, like with the 666.
Cody, I don't know if anyone has ever told you this, but you're a lot smarter than you look.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I felt like I said something that just wasn't true, and it made me snap back to reality.
That was almost the worst thing the devil's ever said.
I don't know about that. I think I'm Team Satan on this one. I mean, look, Anthony, I need you to send me the directions to the Bronx Zoo from your house.
Yeah, Anthony, we didn't know you had that ability now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, no, I mean, I know how to get there, but I can't tell you the directions. That's not possible.
You just
I just know how to get there.
You just know, like instinct.
I just literally
like
just
how a
know,
baby
yeah.
sea turtle knows to go to the ocean.
Exactly.
You'll see me like just walking down the street like this.
That's his power. That's how Anthony gets there.
That's the only way I can get there.
He has to move like that. Oh fuck! Well, that's amazing.
Well, congrats, Anthony. You're our first superhero on the podcast.
I'm honored.
Oh, dude, well, that's amazing.
Didn't know you guys were such huge fans of my powers.
Turtle powers.
Turtle powers. I'm basically a Ninja Turtle.
Oh.
Ooh, well, guys.
Oh. Yeah, definitely get this comic book.
Yeah, it's
If not for anything else, so you can follow along with us, because we're going to be covering it. Yeah. I mean, only bad bitches fuck with the Immortal Hulk.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.